bark, etc., etc. You know how it goes. You know how it is. You know how it is. Okay, I'm gonna get things started up over here. We're gonna get the stream going. We're gonna get talking to the beautiful people. And yeah, man, we're gonna have some fun. You better freaking believe it. You better believe it. Alright. Just setting a few little bits and bobs up over here. Bits and bops, bits and boops, bits and baps. Gonna send out a Twitter notification. Yes. Yes, it's true. Hello, hello, Beagle. Beagle T-Dog, Beagle Wrestler. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Okay, I'm gonna put out a little notification. Boing. Oh. Okay, 1 second. Spencer, hello! Hello. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're okay. Just let me grab my fursuit. My suit fur. My fursuit. Go find that bad boy. Get ourselves on screen. Get ourselves talking to all the lovely people. And away we go. Camera on. Haha. And I'm about to appear. I have appeared. I am here. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It is Rex the dog. The boy. Back at it again. Back at it again. Hope everybody is doing good out there. The last week has just been very crazy for me. It's been very, very crazy. Because obviously I was at the Furry convention. I was at EberCon for 4 days. So we were there like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then it kind of didn't stop. It kind of just kept on going, if we're being honest. Because we had the EberCon the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the Monday night, I was with some people who were from the EberCon. And that kind of continued into yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit crazy. Avian greetings and salutations. You only type in emojis. Emojis are fun and they explode on the screen. We like emojis. So yeah, yesterday was pretty crazy. I was I was somewhat in the middle of some like furry. Well, I was on the outside. I don't know. This crazy ass situation happened with some people who were like at the convention, who I was spending time with. The Monday night, I was staying with I was hanging out with after the convention on the Monday, and then I don't know, on the Monday night / like the Tuesday morning, I was getting like a bunch of phone calls at like 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m., like super late, super early, and it was like one of the guys I met at the convention, and I don't know, some whole situation had happened, and some like fight had happened, and they were like out of their Airbnb because of some sort of like fight with their friend. So they were just like out on the street with like a bunch of bags and stuff like that. And they were like, is that like, I'm trying to find somewhere to stay because it's like, you know, like 3 a.m. and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, okay, stay with me. So, so I was taking in stray furries at 3 a.m. on Monday night / Tuesday morning. And that kind of trickled in to Tuesday. So yesterday was all a little bit crazy as kind of like the back half of that. I love it. 3:30 a.m. is considered both super late and super early at the same time. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because it's like have you gone to bed yet? If you've not gone to bed yet, it's 3:30 a.m. But if you get woken up, it's super early. Yeah, I actually think it's kind of like the perfect time for that, isn't it? Yeah, exactly what Avian's saying. Yeah, Avian and me are thinking the same. We're thinking the same. But yeah, so like I was with those guys, like I was with some guys from like the convention after the stream on Monday. So like the Monday evening. And then that all just sort of exploded again at 3:30 a.m. And so I was like taking care of these people and like with some other people like all yesterday. While also trying to like get back to my routine and do work and stuff like that. Dude, I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. I haven't played video games in like a week. I'm getting withdrawal. You know what I mean? No, so yesterday was like a whole last thing. Yesterday was just like a whole last thing. All good. I'm glad everybody's safe. I'm glad everybody's whatever. But yeah, dude, yesterday was like it was a whole last thing. Hello, Matt. Hello, Matt. And I still do not feel. I wanted to be back to like my sort of regular routine yesterday. And I feel after getting woken up at like 3:30 a.m. Monday night / Tuesday morning, and yesterday being a bit of a like that didn't really get dealt with until like 6 p.m. the next day, maybe, you know, like 6 p.m. the next day. So like the kind of the fallout of that kind of took over yesterday as well, to be honest. So yeah, I still feel my schedule is all completely out of whack. I'm still it feels like I got kind of like, you know, 2 days extra of Furry added to my already long weekend. And now we're I think tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's gonna be a normal day, man. Tomorrow's gonna be a normal day. Tomorrow's gonna be fine. We're gonna rectify the sleeping pattern. The sleeping pattern is gonna be perfect. We're gonna wake up in the morning. We're gonna gym it. We're gonna get our work done. We're gonna eat healthy. Day one tomorrow, I'm telling you. It all recovers. It all gets back to normal tomorrow. I promise. That's the dream. That's the dream. And then we're back in the smooth sailing Rex existence, right? Smooth sailing sort of Rex existence. But I will say overall the last week's kind of been fun. It's just it has been sort of like you know, like somewhat socially intense. And there's also that other thing of like when you're at kind of like events like that, whether it's like furry conventions or, you know, whether it's like you know, stuff to do with the run clubs or whatever, right? And you have an opportunity to meet a bunch of these like-minded people or whatever. Especially start meeting people locally, which I mean's cool, because I will say I am at a moment where I am open to expanding my circle. I'm open to expanding my circle. You meet a few people, and I did meet quite a few like cool local people. I did meet quite a few local people who like I didn't know, I'd never met before, whatever. But you start getting, and I get it. I totally get it. But like people start to like fall into that like mindset of like, oh cool, like, you know, like getting to know new people, new friends, like exciting, like let's go. Let's like act on it, you know? And there's a lot of people at the moment, like a lot of like local people I've met who are like, oh dude, like, you know, Friday night, let's all go do this. Thursday night, let's all go do this. Like, let's start making things happen. Everyone want to get together Saturday morning. And like I do. I do want to like kind of like socialize. And as I said, I'm open at the moment to, and somewhat seeking, open and somewhat seeking to sort of, you know, my sort of like local circles and whatever, expanding them. But I think at the moment I think I very much need like some time to myself. Do you know what I mean? I think I do very much need some time to myself to just sort of like decompress and whatever and vegetable out and watch some TV or just, you know, skateboard around my own or whatever. I do think I need like a minute because I'm gonna be honest, since like really since Wednesday afternoon. Since Wednesday afternoon. So since like end of stream last Wednesday, I've barely had like a second to myself. Like I've barely had a second to myself. My most alone time that I've had in that period was like the, you know, like the 2 hour stream or whatever we did on Monday, where we were like talking about the convention and all that kind of thing. Like, and even then, like, I'm only calling that alone time because I was like physically alone. You know, like physically alone. But like I was like socializing and talking to chat and all that kind of thing, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. Yeah, Matt, I've been seeing the stuff you've been posting. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. I knew you wouldn't stop doing your comic for very long. I knew you'd get back to it. I do it too much nowadays. I don't socialize, but then it's not good if I always want to be alone every day. Yeah, it's not good to be alone every day. I do know, I do appreciate that as well, because I do sometimes actually have like periods where like I don't hang out with like anybody for like quite a long time, and it's fine. I'm okay on my own, and I feel quite comfortable and whatever. But I know it's not great. You know what I mean? Max would call me selfish the every time I expressed that emotion. It took me most of a decade to realize it was actually him being selfish all the time, putting his wants above my needs. Yeah. Because it's all freaking context dependent. It's literally all sort of like context dependent. Because I do think nobody's obligated to do anything. Nobody is obligated to do anything. But I do think that like if that there are times, there are moments, there are whatever where like you should show up. You know, I think there are times that like, you know, where you should be watering your plants. You know, you might not necessarily want to be watering your plants every day. You might not necessarily want to be like doing X, Y, and Z every day. But if you want to take care of something, there are some things where, like, if you're not showing up, that is going to fall apart. You know what I mean? Like, you know, your friend has their, like, you know, debut gig in a local bar. Or, you know, it's a significant birthday party or a, you know, wedding, or, you know, all these kind of things. There are some things where, like, even if you do kind of need that time, you know, and you're like, nah, dude, I just don't really want to do anything at the moment. But sometimes you've got to sort of like push that down and get on with it and show up, right? And 9 times out of 10, usually you actually feel better for doing that, and it all turns out okay. But if it's some sort of stuff where it's just like, oh, hey, dude, like, do you want to like, you know, let's go do this sort of like, you know, basic, you know, run of the mill, whatever thing on like a random day, and it's with friends or it's with somebody in a relationship or whatever, and you have that kind of moment where it's just like, dude, I just like, I'm sure that is fun. But, like, I know it's best for me to just kind of, like, zone out and do nothing at the moment. Like that's not actually selfish. It's all, you know, it's all kind of a spectrum, isn't it? it's all kind of a spectrum. And I think especially when it's something where it's like, if it's somebody who's like your friend, your close friend, or it's somebody you're in a relationship or something like that, you can always do it like another time, right? You can always do it another time. I have personally found it selfish in and expressed kind of like similar to your ex, and I found something like that selfish. As I'm saying, if it was like a big moment, or I have found that when I've gone back to like the UK sometimes, like when I'm in a city for like literally like a few hours, and it's somebody I'm very close with, and we haven't seen each other for like 5 years or something in person or something like that, and they don't really organize themselves or make the effort that we can like actually see each other for a little bit. I do, right or wrong in my head, in my head, they kind of like fall through on that. I do find that selfish. Right or wrong in my head, that is the feeling that I get in kind of like a moment like that. But yeah, if it's like, someone I'm in a relationship or my friend, it's like, oh dude, do you want to go do like pee and poo tonight? And then it's like, actually no. Then it's like, yeah, sure. I mean, dude, it happened for freaking Arisu the other week. We were doing something on, I don't know, we were doing something on one day, and then something really bad happened in the morning. And we're just like, oh, we'll just do that tomorrow then, right? We should probably just like sit around on our own, I love going pee and poo. Yeah, pee and poo is great. Two great examples of activities. It's just like, yeah, we should probably just like not do this today. Here's my life partner and my roommate at the time. How much more time do you give yourself? It's not enriching me to go to the islands, take care of your boat for the blah 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 time just because the weather's nice today. Yeah, I mean, I think also there's kind of like a what's the word here? Because I'm definitely guilty of this. I am definitely guilty of this as well. What's it called? Like the scarcity mindset, right? Scarcity mindset. I think sometimes like I'm guilty of this as well. It's like, oh dude, if we don't go to the coffee shop today, like we'll never go. And it's like, dude, we can go next week, or we can go whenever. There'll be other times to go to the boat or the coffee shop or pee and poo. But I'm definitely guilty of that as well. My mom has always been like, we need to do this now, and we need to do this in this way, and this has to happen like this happens then, this happens at whatever. And I never liked that, and I still don't like it. But to be fair, we've achieved laissez-faire, right? We've achieved, and I'm probably not using that right. we've reached an accord, so we don't really we haven't had to deal with that for quite a while. And it helps I'm not there most of the time anyway. But and I never liked that. But I do recognize, and I have recognized more as of late, that I definitely do that in my own way. I've definitely like guilty of in my own way at times of having that sort of like, yeah, dude, we gotta do this now in this way and this whatever, and it's like, yeah, it's not always appropriate. I thought it did, because it's like a it was popularized by World War II, right? Is that right? It's like the name of like one of the like agreements, right? Isn't it? In like post World War II, there was like the laissez-faire. Like, wasn't that like part of like the reparations or something for like Germany? Like, let's not punish the Germans or something. I think. I like it though. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of laissez-faire. The Austrian economic model. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, cool. Right. Cool. Yes. Right. Because I'm remembering laissez-faire from like World War II classes. Well, it was history class. We were studying World War II. I didn't have a class in school just called World War II. No, but that would be World War One, wouldn't it? The Austrian-Hungarian alliance, right? Maybe, I don't know. I just like saying laissez-faire. And I feel like I've got a vague idea of what it means in my head. And I like words like that. I like rendezvous. I like s'il vous plaît. I like s'il vous plaît. I like, what else do I like? I like croissant. What else do I enjoy? I enjoy these. I'm very French built today, aren't I? I'm very French built. Let it be or leave it alone. Yeah. Yeah, but we've definitely achieved a state of laissez-faire, which is good. Lionel, greetings to you. Greetings and salutations. Guys, I think I'm gonna go throw a big party. Maybe. I'm feeling party pilled. Dude, how contrarian is this? How freaking contrarian is this? I'm like, dude, I'm like out socialized. I'm socialized to hell. I need some time for my space, and then equally like I'm thinking of throwing a party. It's almost your birthday. It could be your party. You might be thinking of the World War Peace Treaty called the Treaty of Versailles. Yes, Treaty of Versailles. Right. Maybe like laissez-faire was one of the things where it was like, you know, the economic, results of laissez-faire resulted in kind of like the populist whatever. Do you like s'il vous plaît by itself? It's literally 3/4 of RSVP. Oh shit! Boom! Oh, I did not know that. I didn't know RSVP was s'il vous plaît. What's the R? The R is for Rex, right? Rex, s'il vous plaît. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Wow. That's fun. Yeah, never thought about RSVP. Never thought about it. I have Oh, RSVP is like is you send an invite to a party and you ask for an RSVP. It just means like reply. So I guess the R is probably reply in French, like reply s'il vous plaît. So when you RSVP to an event, right? So like like sometimes on like the wedding invitations, they have a little thing at the bottom you pull off to like RSVP or whatever. Yeah. Or like birthday parties or whatever. You never invite her to the sense that. Yeah, it's also like, I'm guessing, I did, Lionel. I hope you have a good birthday. Yeah, I guess also because like a lot of things, because I remember a lot as a kid, those like, like birthday parties, like the physical invitations or whatever, like you get the packs of them and they might be like freaking They might be like, like a Pokemon birthday party thing, or, whatever, or just like random ass balloons. I'm just getting water. And they'd have like an RSVP thing you tear off at the bottom. Let me grab water. And I guess now, like, there's a lot of sort of stuff that's going to be a lot more digital, right? There's going to be a lot of stuff that's, like, a lot more digital, and not going to see, like, the RSVP, because it's just, like, a email or a click to attend, or... So it's probably, like, it's not, like, a dead word or anything. That's, like, a complete stretch of the imagination, but the frequency of people using RSVP is probably like dramatically decreased. Yeah, but dude, what I was about to say is I've never thought about what RSVP stands for, but I think one of the reasons I've never thought about what RSVP stands for is because it was introduced to me at an age where I didn't think, right? If that kind of makes any sense. Like, I was introduced to the concept of RSVP, probably when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I got given like a freaking Digimon, birthday party invitation. And my mom's just like, oh, you need to give this back to RSVP. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not like in a questioning mindset. Do you know what I mean? Like I am now. Yeah, you were young, and the thing that always existed. Yeah, it's just introduced to you as, like, a thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, like, that's the thing. And it's like, all right, cool. Dude, great, accept it. When now, if I would be introduced to an acronym, that's something that's clearly, like, an acronym, I'm going to, like, go, oh, dude, what is that? What does that mean? Like, if you because this has happened before, like, when people have been... mentioned random acronyms, and I'm just like, oh, dude, yeah, like, what was that? But then there's other ones I'd never really thought about. Like, I'd never thought about RSVP. We had a conversation about this one. It's like IIRC, right? Whatever the old chat board, message board, whatever thing is. I think it's IIRC, right? I never thought about what that meant. That never... mattered in my brain. That was just is what it is. But yeah, the s'il vous plaît. I'm gonna start using RSVP more. Now it's got the s'il vous plaît. The s'il vous plaît, play. Backronym. Yeah. Is mouse a backronym? Because I know this. The wire doesn't want to come up anymore. I know this thing. I know it's manually operated user selection equipment. Like, is that bullshit? Like, is that a backronym? Or was that actually legit? Because I know there's a lot of them that are legit. Like, scuba's legit, right? Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Scuba. Laser. Lights. Amplified. Stimulation of emitted radiation. I think. So the idea of a yes, okay, here we go. Fireball's actually just saying, and people don't know, a normal acronym is the first letter of each whatever happens to be used. A backronym is when someone started with a word in mind and then found words to make the acronym happen. Yes, yeah, exactly. I was just about to dive into that, and that's probably better than how I would have said it. Rex is an acronym. Really excited. Dog. Friends is an acronym. That's why it's the dots in the logo. Phoebe, Ross, Ignacio, Edward. But yeah, there. I mean, sometimes that happens like way after the fact as well, isn't it? They like have something. They take a word from like that's previously existed, and then they're just trying to like shoehorn in an acronym in it. But yeah, I don't know if mouse is like a genuine acronym or whether it's a backronym. Famous acronyms. NASA, well, yeah. Laser, light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. I got that right, no? I got that right. Radar. Radar's a classic. But the Friends is 7 letters long. I thought there were only 6 cast members in Friends. You're forgetting about the waiter. The waiter is considered like, he's like the 7th friend. He's sort of like dude, I was about to say Jeffrey Epstein. What the... Jeffrey Epstein wasn't in the Beatles. What was the Beatles manager called? Brian Epstein. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a waiter. There's like a cafe. There's a cafe and there's a waiter there. I think he's like the character who's appeared in most of the like the non-main cast member who's been in like the most episodes. The 7th friend was you all along, dude. Oh, dude, what were they calling it? They were like, they like I was reading this like those podcasts that are they're sort of, I don't know what the term is, but it's not like a documentary. It's not like informative or something like that. Like, podcasts which are just like a bit more social. It's like silly in jokes or whatever. So somebody referring to it as like friend cucking. It was like it's 3 guys hanging out and then me just listening. I like the Beatles a lot. I was looking at a Yoko Ono art book the other day. I was in a very good what's the word? I was in like a bookshop. There's got to be a name for this, right? Where it's like one of those. It's like a bookshop, and it has a lot of like coffee table books of like photographers and like artists and stuff like that. Like art books. Maybe just an art book shop. Maybe that's the word for it. I was in an art book shop the other day, and I was looking at this Yoko Ono book of some of her stuff. It's pretty subversive, honestly. I was looking at this really cool one, which I really, really liked, and it was all just like photos of like working class people in like the north of Spain. I really liked it. I really liked it. Yeah, I thought the 7th friend. The 7th friend, dude. You know what? I always found really weird, right? I always found really weird. Because people people freaking love Friends. Dude, they have a whole Friends section because we got the Warner Brothers. You better get to fishing. I should get to fishing. I better get to fishing. Let me get to fishing. I better get to fishing, man. Dude, I haven't played a video game in like a week though. Am I gonna know how to do this? Am I even gonna know how to do this? A whole week without video games. It's probably the longest anyone on the planet's ever had a break. Actually, that's a lie. That is an intentional lie. Arisu equals cool bird. Yes. I did play some Rivals of Ether. I did play some Rival of Ethers.
move with the sword. And yeah, I know. It gets complicated, Avian. It gets complicated. 7 days without a pun makes 1 week. It does. That's true, Espresso. Is there 2? Is it still there? Is it actually still... What the hell? Have you played Rivals of Ether? What the poopin' pee? How did that happen? I mean, okay. I mean, sure. Yeah, it seems very fun. I played it very briefly a couple of times. And then, yeah, they had like a whole, I guess, like, Rivals of Ether room at the convention. And I was kind of in the mood for it. It was neat. It was pretty neat. Okay, I'm gonna find my Zani gave me this amazing web fishing spreadsheet. It's good, isn't it? It's like over the shoulder. You can join. Let me put the poopy code on the screen. And I will also transform. Like so. Let's get rid of the other guy. Haha. And where do we go? We go to lobby code. Go web fishing lobby. And what we got? We got 9GEQFD. We got 9GEQFD. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Perfect. Better than perfect. Better than perfect. Excelente. Yeah, I wonder, did I actually get some special ass fish there? Because big if true. How am I doing for the, you know, like the weirdo? Oh my god. Yeah, dude, I've now got all the variations of the weirdo. That's fun. Rain, rain. Rain, rain, go away. I like rhymes. I like weird superstitious things. What we got here? Oh, dude, imagine if I got that crazy fish. Oh, there's Lionel just spawning in. I just saw you appear. I'm level 50 on this, so if anyone needs any tips or tricks of how to consistently miss that thing I'm trying to grab, I'm kind of a master, TBH. Nice. Dude, I haven't even put out my my buckets. What am I doing? Hello, hello, Lionel. Greetings to you. Plonk. It is time to fish. Oh, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. The tip is to fish. The tip is to keep on fishing. Never stop fishing. But yeah, I got this very good spreadsheet. Pepe, hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. As a... What the hell was he called? What's he called? Bruce Forsyth? No, not Bruce Forsyth. Yeah, Bruce Forsyth, right? I don't know, can't remember. Can he remember? It's been 84 years. It's been a minute, no? Dude, Pepe, yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was freaking crazy. Like, so I, you know, I'd been furry conventioning it up. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had a little stream on Monday where we hung out and we looked at a bunch of the photos from the convention. We yapped away. It was a good time. I hung out with some people from the... convention Monday night. We had a little get-together after the stream. It was nice. And then there was a crazy drama that happened at like 3 a.m. and I got a phone call and someone I met in the convention had got like thrown out of their Airbnb by their friend and they had nowhere to stay. So they came to stay with me on Monday night and then I was helping them all yesterday. So it was all crazy. It's all been crazy. But we're back. We're back. Zani has joined the game. Good to see. A month ago you both switched to 50%. It was still more expensive than the rest of the world because of the VAT. You picked up last Friday. Enjoyed some Animal Crossing. Ooh, enjoy. I do think as well, Avian, I do think if you were like interested in Switch 2ing at some point, you know, in the future, and obviously you're like, you know, you're able to afford it at this point in time. I do see them, you know, in the same way that like the PlayStation and stuff like that have all recently gone up in price. I think it'll go up. I think they'll actually put the price up on that because of all the ramminess and all that kind of stuff. Hello, Iron P. Nice to see you. Animal Crossing, very fun though. Animal Crossing, very fun. Very cute, very fun. Very cute, very, very fun. Plonk. I think you will have, Avian. I think what they'll do is I think they'll do a somewhat like invisible price increase. I think they'll bring out like a newer model, a newer version. Maybe it has like a different screen or it has something, right? And I think they'll sort of like bake the price increase into that. I think that's what they'll do, because I don't think they'll want to like have the sort of bad press of, you know, the price going up. I think they'll just sort of like disguise the price in a new feature. PlayStation and people and other companies have done that before. Like they've added in like it's got like a bigger hard drive now, but it's like disproportionately more expensive. Do you know what I mean? So they try to sort of like stealth in the price increase. Dude, I don't like... There were some people I was talking to at the furry convention, and they were like, you know, like the dealer's den, like all the artists and stuff. There's like people they were like, I've spent like 600 euros, I've spent 700 euros, and I'm like, I don't even understand what they bought. I don't even understand, like... With the Switch, this weird feature that lampshades the price increase, which is actually just RAM getting more expensive. Yeah, exactly. I also finished watching the Darth Maul show. I want to sit next to Zani. I have not fished with Zani for a few weeks. I wish to enjoy the company. Very good. Dude, I like how your camera is like facing me. So will that happen if I do this? Like, will I like show Zani the fish? I think that's how it works, right? Because I think they turn to face the camera. We're not getting the bite, sorry. Maybe we're just being impatient. Maybe we're just being impatient here. There we go, there's something. Okay, hopefully this is going to turn and show it to Zani's playable character. Yes, look at this. Yeah, it's exposed. Yeah, which direction you're looking at, right. Yeah, dude, can't believe I got 2 of these today. I think it just, like, didn't load properly, and I ended up just getting the glistening and the radiant. It's kind of a win. It's kind of a win. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Having sunglasses that aren't quite dark enough to conceal your eyes. Yeah, I got this wonderful spreadsheet from Zani where you like just input all the fish you've got and it recommends like the best equipment and best spots to be fishing in for like the chance of grabbing something new. But that literally stopped raining just as I got there. They call me the slow poke. There we go. Well, that'll count, right? It's raining here. Very good. Okay, yeah. Can I look at my Fishipedia while I am fishing? I think I can. I think it just pulls me out when there's something new appearing. Okay, what fish are you? You are the bull shark. Okay. How are we doing on the carp? Everything on the carp now. Very good. How are we doing? Oh, here we go. Oh, whoa. Super Golf Royale, right? Is that called like Super Battle Golf Royale? I think. Little object 3D space showing you where the observer's POV is from. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, no, that's very good. Yeah, no, that's yeah, Super Battle Golf, right? No, that's real cool. Could have just gone on sell all, but I wanted to, you know, I wanted to be cool about it. There is a game called Golf Friends, I'm sure there is. I saw one posted, you know, the latest sort of French slop of the week. I saw one called I think it's called Gambling with Friends. I think that was the sort of French slop of the week I saw. Which, dude, honestly, like, get on these people. Get on these, like, little teams making these things and stuff. Honestly. Golden bass. Still not many golden basses. How am I doing for koi? Koi boy. Lionel, what is up? Leech, we're just missing one. I would personally, honestly, I would just focus on, because you probably haven't got that many fish left, Lionel. I wouldn't worry about it until you're a much higher level. I wouldn't worry about that until you're a much higher level. Oh, yeah. I wonder if Avian can download, if it's legal. Yeah. That's what I was about to worry. That's what I was about to question. Is like, is it legal over there? What is the legality? What is the legality of radiant salmon? It's plenty legal. Well, yeah, I suppose. I guess like yeah, because you've got like you can like gamble in Fallout or whatever, right? Like in all those kind of things. Yeah, there's no real gambling. A lot of them are actually a lot of the games in it are actually not even like I've seen the casino in the game and it has stuff, like blackjack and it has like roulette and it has slot machines and stuff like that. But it also has just like a bunch of crazy ass made up games as well. So it's not even all it's not even all like realistic gambling, you know. There's a lot of different things in it. Toad. Dude, I'm doing actually good on the... Oh, I need a normal golden bass. I still actually don't have a normal golden bass. Oh, for a huge crab. My buddy's caught something. The creature feature. Okay. I might honestly. Oh, they keep booting you out. That's annoying. Is that right? Or is that my imagination? That's my imagination, I think. Okay, so it's recommending for me the magnet hook. And supposedly, I should get some new freshwater stuff. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's okay to play it on Steam. It's okay. The Steam Marketplace. I did see I think it's in the Netherlands. They just changed a lot of like taxation on like gambling and unrealized gains. It's kind of crazy. I saw some of it, and from what I understood, it was actually kind of crazy. Yes, you told me about this. Yeah, you told me about this, about the playing cards. You told me about this. Yeah, like the playing cards were classified under were classified under like some sort of like, gambling whatever. Yeah, you told me about that. It's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, taxation on unrealized gains. But you could get really screwed over, right? I mean, from what I understood, like I don't know because I didn't read into it, right? And I was just reading other people's interpretations, which are probably wrong. But couldn't it be a situation like you invested in something, and then at the end of the year, its value had gone up like significantly, so you'd have to pay tax on that. But then, like, let's say you actually sold it the next year, and the value had decreased. You've already paid like taxes on money you never even had. Like you've actually just lost money and paid taxes on the money you theoretically had. It's like freaking nuts. Like that's actually crazy. If that's what it is. If that's what it is. I knew nothing. Yeah, if I made a house worth of 2 trillion theoretical property. Right. Yeah. Crazy. I think they're like very anti like crypto or something over there. You're impatient. You're fishing. You can't be impatient while fishing. It's all about the patience when fishing. Dude, I want to get that freaking golden bass. The normal golden bass. That's what we're looking for. The Radiant Soda can. After I get normal golden bass... Puts $1 on the number 17 on a roulette table, gets taxed $32 even if I didn't win. Yeah, your unrealized gains. Making no progress in the gym because only focusing on unrealized gains. I can put a link in chat if I still have the original, Lionel. I just personally think I wouldn't worry about this until you're like a much higher level. The opulent branch, thank you for it. Yeah, exactly, it's unrealized gains. Yeah, from what I understand, I think they really don't like crypto. I was very against crypto for a while, but then I think if I remember correctly, the reasons I didn't like it, I was told I was like kind of wrong on, because I just didn't like. I mean, I'm not Mr. Regulation, you know. I'm not that at all. But I was just like, oh, I don't like the idea of like, in my head it was like, oh, this is like creepy, untraceable money that people can use for like trafficking, and do you know what I mean, and like stuff like that. So I was kind of like anti crypto. Then I was explained like you couldn't really do that with it, you know. No, but the deck of cards are like a tool for like illegal poker games and stuff like that. It'll just be like classified like under gambling. In the UK, gambling is classified under culture. It's classified under arts and culture. Because like, you know, when they do these kind of like audits where they go like, oh, what people are spending money on, and it's like, oh, like this much is being spent on, you know, housing and utilities, this much is being spent on transport, this much is being spent on food. And it was like that they classify any gambling spending as culture spending. So in the UK to import playing cards would be cultural. I used to think crypto's untraceable. Right. No, see, I understand that, Fireball, right? I understand that. And I understand it's very traceable. But I was thinking it in the sense of, because I know you've got like your unique wallet number and whatever. But I was just thinking like, you know, you could just be like Mr. X on the frickin', you know, crypto exchange or whatever. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's not really like deeply like linked to like a person, you know, like my bank account can quickly get back to me specifically, right? Yeah, Lionel, I tagged you in the Twitch chat. I sent you a message in the Twitch chat. I tagged you in the Twitch chat. Yeah, Magic Gathering definitely not illegal. Maybe it should be though. Maybe it should be. there was a lot of are you freaking kidding me? There was a lot of Magic the Gathering at Ebercon, but it was like completely the type of Magic that I do not like. There's a variation of Magic Gathering I like to play a lot called Commander, and a lot of people were playing like, which is kind of normal. I guess it's like the meta of the game, but there's a lot of people that are playing these things called like combo decks, where it's like basically your entire deck is built around like one singular infinite combo, and when you get that, it's just like game over for everyone. And so at the start of like, you know, Magic, you like draw your hand, right? And you can do a thing called a mulligan, where you can redraw your hand. You can redraw your hand, but like you redraw less cards, which is like a bad, you know, it's like a bad thing, because just like having cards is, you know, is incredibly powerful, right? And everybody's just like draws their hand, mulligan, 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 and just keep doing it, because they're basically just like searching for this like these 2 or 3 cards that can get their like combo going. And I don't know, man, I just really don't enjoy that. I really personally don't enjoy that. It feels like, yeah, everybody's like not really like playing against each other. There's not a lot of variation, and it's all about like finding this one specific combo. For me, I find it really sweaty. And I don't think that like combos are something that are like, you know, inherently broken or shouldn't exist or something like that. And I know you could make this same argument for like other decks, like, oh, like these decks are exclusively about, you know, you have these decks called Voltron, where the idea is you're just stacking loads of equipment and, you know, power-ups on like one or two creatures to make them like super strong and kind of like unbeatable. Or you have these decks which are really wide, so it's all about just getting like loads and loads and loads of different things on the table, so it's very hard to like penetrate you, and also you can just like attack with like a massive amount of things at once. So I understand you can kind of make those the same sort of, you know, criticisms that I'm making about combo. You could kind of just pull out the same sort of arguments for those. But just in my experience, combo players are often just like the most sweatiest, and yeah, I don't personally love it. Horror game called Jigsaw. I don't think I've heard of that. I do not think I have heard of that game. Actually, I might just do this. I just went to the shop, you fool. I might actually look like, what is the specific best thing to find this fish? I want a normal gold bass. Normal gold bass web fishing. Let's have a look-see. You can do it. That's the thing about scary games, is like sometimes they can be really, really hard, but like it like to get through or whatever, but it's like it's really satisfying when you do, right? You know? Yeah, I just want this freaking normal ass fish. I just keep getting radiant here. I wish to get it in normal. Oops, wasn't focusing. They're telling me I've got a 9% chance of getting like a new fish. I just don't think that's right. I just don't think those numbers are correct. Personally. They're saying if I use a cricket, then maybe I've got like a 3% chance? I don't know. Cocoa Beans, hello again. Honorary Iberian with your Portuguese connection. Yeah, I guess maybe I want to use the cricket bait. The cricket bait. That might be that may just be the move. And 3% chance. I don't know. Yeah, we can do this. I'm trusting the numbers. I'm trusting the blunders. Okay. Okay. Yay. Yippee. Let us fish. Haha. Haha. No, let me open that up. Let me open that up, Coco. I want to check that out. Did you post it in the section called Fursuits? Because that would be a good section to post. Oh, I did see that, Coco Bean. I did. Yes, I remember. I looked at it on Monday. Yeah, it's from the convention. Cool. I'm glad you had a good time. Looks cool. Looks very, very cool. Did you was that your first time with the wearing the suit out, or have you took that to like NFC and places before? No problem, Lionel. No problem at all. Enjoy the fishing. Enjoy the fishing. Fresh water. It's considered a fresh water zone. Lakes, ponds, the well, and the toilet are also classified as fresh water in the game. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. Perfect. We are out here. We are fishing. We are doing our thing. We are living. Everything is good. Everything is awesome. Everything is good when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living on a dream. Is that what it is? I don't know what the lyrics are. Whatever. Let's have a look. Looking fresh. Looking fresh. Got the doggy on as well. Web fishing dog squad. Rise up. Okay, I'm gonna be switching up my gear. I'm gonna be switching to the crickets. The digs. The diggity digs. Shining clownfish. Was ist das? Where'd it go? Everything is awesome. That's over there. Okay. To be fair, dude, it's like when it comes to this like UFO fish, I can't remember how you got the creature Like, does the creature possibly spawn from these, or is it just the... I don't know. Anyway. Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. I got the small one. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna... Vatan to spawn. Oh yeah, I do wanna... I'm interested in doing these as well. These ones that actually give me like an upgrade. So hopefully we're gonna get golden bass today. That's the goal. If I get golden bass here, I'm gonna have every single normal fish from the freshwater. And then I can start thinking about actually switching it up and doing the seawater. It's kind of my mind. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. It's kind of my plan. Whew. Honestly, dude, after this past week, like literally just vibing out on like a social game, on a game like web fishing, and just hanging out, feels good. Plastic big. Dude, this might be this may end up being like the first and only Steam game where I get all the Chivos. Yeah, the duck's cute. You can buy it from the shop. Rank 6. Away we go. The comprehensive loot table. The golden bass. I don't remember this song. Oh well. It was Zonny lurking around. Oh, Zonny's spinning. Hello. Greetings. Greetings! There's the Zonny. Whoa! Oh, did I pick up my... No, I just switched my bucket. Okay. There we are. Zonny's on the floor over there. It was cool, dude. The end of the Darth Maul show was cool. I enjoyed the Darth Maul show. I know they're doing more, and they said it's like gonna be fairly soon. I don't think it's gonna be like a crazy wait. For more. Okay, so default golden bass. Oops. Oh no, that's my stats for... Okay. Okay. Golden bass. Golden hook. Bang. A huge bow fin with a little bloom noise. Dude, that was awful. Oh, great. Good job, Rex. Good job, Rex. Great. 10 out of 10. 10 out of frickin' 10. Okay, so I probably want the golden... I don't think the mag... Dude. I think the golden lure's the move. I don't want that. I want... Yeah, I want this. That's what I want. Yeah, Darth Maul's the guy in the Phantom Menace in episode 1. Yeah, he's the red dude with the tattoos, the double-bladed lightsaber, all that stuff. I remember the guy who had like, it was like a you know, like a hobby shop, whatever, like would sell a lot of you know, like Pokemon cards and stuff like that. I remember he got a Darth Maul back piece. His back was just like a giant tattoo of Darth Maul's face. And he got that like before the movie came out. So he got that during like the whole like promotion cycle. You know, like 6 months before like the movie came out or whatever. He just had a giant Darth Maul tattoo like over his entire back. I remember. Because I remember that when I was like a little kid. And my mom was like, don't do that. And I was like, okay. I can't remember, but if you go inside the little house, you can buy it off the frog, off the big frog. Yes. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything. He has like... Yeah, there's like a couple of there's a sequence with him on Tatooine where he has like this kind of cool speeder bike and he fights Liam Neeson, and then he shows up at the end of the movie to fight Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor. Yeah, he just looks really cool, and then he gets like, yeah, they chop him in half. He does look very cool. He does actually look very cool. He does actually look very cool. And he like flips around and stuff. He flips around. He does have a cool look. He's not like an actor. Like, I mean, I'm not meaning to sound reductive or something like that, but he's like a stuntman. It's the guy who he was also Toad in like the first X-Men movie, if you remember that. Like the dude who'd like hop around and have the tongue, and Halle Berry shoots a lightning bolt at him, and he flies off the Statue of Liberty. So like it wasn't. It was him, and it was dubbed, so he had like 2 lines in the movie. What's he say? He goes, "At last we shall reveal ourselves for the Jedi. At last we will have revenge." Like, I think that's all he says. He might say something else, or maybe he goes like, "Yes, master." Like, he might say something else as well. But it's not him. It's not the stunt guy. It's Peter Serafinowicz, who's like a British actor. He's like a British comedian. I don't know if you've ever seen like Brian Butterfield sketches before. This character, Brian Butterfield. He's also the flatmate in Shaun of the Dead. So, you know, like in Shaun of the Dead, it's like Simon Pegg and Nick Frost living in the house together. And then there's also like a guy who's like a banker. He's like a tall guy in a suit. He's like a straight man sort of character. You know about Peter Serafinowicz, right. Yeah, he does the voice of Darth Maul. He does the voice of Darth Maul. He's really good, and yeah, they brought him back in like animated stuff. They brought back Darth Maul, and like like actually like created a character around him, because he's just like a like a cool assassin in the movie, and he's very fun. He's entertaining in that. But they did actually, when they like brought back the Clone Wars for like the big finale thing, they like the big finale thing was all built around like Darth Maul, like a lot of it, and they brought him back because the whole like there's a very long sort of like extended lightsaber like battle sequence with Darth Maul where they like go through like a bunch of like sort of like buildings and like levels on this like planet. It's quite cool, but they brought back the Darth Maul like performer, like the stuntman. He's called Ray Park. They brought him back for that to do, and it was all motion captured. It's really cool. And like they uploaded a lot of the footage of that. I can't remember the name of it, like the specific sort of like Darth. It's called like Wong something Kung Fu. It's that kind of like specific sort of like flipping around and the kicks. I can't remember the name of it. But they brought him back for like because he does move in like a very specific way, and they were like, oh, we want to like sort of go all in, all out for this like final Darth Maul thing in this animated thing. So they brought him back to do all the motion capture for it. And like I'm pretty sure you can watch all like the footage of that. Like they uploaded it, like the whole like they did like a whole like EPK. They did like a whole like behind the scenes thing. And you can watch a lot of that performance. It's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. You got a fishing buddy. Yippee. The fishing buddy, very useful. I need to check on my buddies. Do need to check on my buddies. I want a freaking golden bass in normal variety, please. Plunk. If you do like Shaun of the Dead, Fireball, I don't know how much you care about Shaun of the Dead, but if you enjoy it, I'd really, really recommend watching Spaced. Spaced is very, very good. So Spaced is like it's the same team. You don't care about it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The ducky do be good. The ducky do be pretty darn good. Let's see if we can get this bloody golden bass. Here we go. Small turtle. Small turtle. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a TV show. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a duplex sort of in London. In like southeast London. There's a very good Robot Wars episode. There is a very fun like Robot Wars BattleBots episode which I enjoy a lot. Good morning. Welcome on in. A small frog. A frog that is small. I need to get some more water, dude. I feel I've not hydrated to my usual healthy levels over the past few days. I mean, I don't think I've like dehydrated myself or anything, right? Whatever, but Boom. Boom. Water thyself. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Zonny. Let's see if I can get water and not miss the fish. And not miss the fish. Cool, did it. What we got here? Colacanth. Somebody joined. Some mysterious joined the game. Mokati. Hello, hello. Again, more people sneaking into the fish, sneaking into the web fishing. Greetings. That is an interesting walk. How are you walking like that? Where did you go? They were walking in an interesting manner. Or was I just seeing things? Maybe I was just seeing things. I felt like you were walking in a fun way. Oh well. I'll keep an eye. Well, no, they're going. Yeah, they walk in. They're like, they're not letting me see it. They ain't letting me see it. We got another fella over here. I feel these folks are up to something. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. The day has been okay. It's been a bit chaotic, Sonny, honestly, like the past week. I was kind of talking about at the start of the stream. I haven't really had a moment to myself since, like, basically this time last week. It's been quite hectic, which has been good. Like, I've been having fun. I've been enjoying myself, right? But I'm usually not, I'm usually not like that, like, sort of, crazy day after day socializing with, like, a lot of people at once, right? So, today I'm happy to sort of be chilling out a bit more, you know? And I think web fishing's a very good game for that. You definitely... Hello. I felt like they were wobbling. Buy some bait. Bait some buys. Give me this, give me this, give me this. I saw you're having another productive day, which I'm happy about. Another big win for Dr. Z. But yeah, I'm a little bit out of whack with my kind of regular routine, which I mean is fine. Do you know what I mean? We don't have to like live every day exactly the same, but I do like my routine, you know. But since today I came up 5 p.m. I mean, yeah, if like you're on the go, doesn't mean if you're on the go like that for like 7 hours straight, and you're actually like, you know, getting things done. Can be pretty intense, you know. You got a job interview tomorrow. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Do you know, like, the format of the interview? Are they doing anything crazy, or are you just, like... They're just getting to see who you are? Because that's what it is most of the time. If you got the interview, they've clearly, you know, read enough about you to be like, okay, like, this person could be here. And then the interview bit is just like, okay, so, like, can I, you know, get a feel for this person, and can I see myself actually, like, having to work with them and deal with them every day? Do they kind of fit with what we're doing in that regard? Unless it's those crazy interviews where they make you do things. Dude, there's some interviews where they treat it like a freaking game show. And they have, like, activities all day for you to do. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I get it. I do understand the concept of a trial shift or whatever, but... Sometimes some can be a little bit nuts, in my opinion. Fish time. Yeah, I went back to the crickets because I just want to catch normal fish. Huge crayfish. I just want to be normal. What? Dude, cast it all the way. There we go. Regular interview, secretary, bookkeeper type position at school. Oh, nice. You might like it. You've only filled one new slot in the Fish Journal Solid Stream. Yeah, dude, Zani, it's like, it gets that point, doesn't it, where you're just kind of like trying to find something. Oh no! What happened to your mouse? Is it just wear and tear? I think so too, as well, Matt. I think if you create little, like, sort of schedules for... I think it's important to create schedules, not, like, for your hobbies and interests and stuff as well. Or otherwise you're just never going to get anything done. Yes. Yeah. That is... Things like that do exist, Fireball. Where people sort of, like, farm for ideas. Like, how would you solve this problem? And it's something, like... It's actually something specific to the company. And they can just, like, farm ideas from a bunch of the interviewees. And then, you know, hire one of them to do it, whatever, sure. But, yeah. That is definitely a red flag where it's like, oh, how would you fix this specific problem? Yeah, that's what I mean, Avian. If you're doing stuff like especially the second part you were saying there, like that does sound like something you could get pretty into. Like taking accountability for like a set of data or a set of resources or something like that, you know. And you can you'll be able to very clearly sort of like see the progress of your, you know, like organization, or if you implement new things or things, you know, stuff like that. Like you get like a bit of a like instant feedback and a progression of seeing what you're doing. The beer one, mid repair, spilled super glue. Oof. So it broke. And the older one I was using in place had the sensor to detect motion break. Oh, that's frustrating. Dude, that's annoying. That's annoying if you've got like a backup and that kind of clowns as well. I haven't checked on Rex Island for like a week, Sonny. Because I've been at like the Furry convention, and then that kind of sort of somewhat kind of expanded by 2 days as well. So I haven't actually been on the island for like a couple days, like a week. But looking forward to getting back to the island. I like Chatland Island. It is a great place. Potential more as a substitute teacher would sound interesting. Ah, okay. Yeah, quite often, like, schools have stuff like that, dude. What do they... Yeah, like a sort of, like, on-site, like, cover supervisor. Yeah, so if there's, like, you know, sometimes if somebody's needed in, like, you know, like an emergency or something like that, if they have somebody already on staff who, you know, is able to do those kind of things, it can, like, pull those in. I think that, like, anything like that, it's really good to try things like that. But it's really useful to, like, to find out things that you like and things that you don't like. You know? Outside of it, just, you know, outside of the sort of, you know, oh, it's more experience, I can say I've got whatever, you know, outside of that, like, whole, like, gamification of it and promotion of yourself, just also for, like, you knowing and you finding out, like, do I like that? I would definitely try it if you got in yourself into a position where there was that opportunity. I would definitely try it. Because if it just, like, does not gel with you and it is not worth it, you know, it just doesn't work out that it's worth it for you and your circumstances or whatever, you can always step away from things like that. But in, like, best case scenarios, you can find out that, like, it's something that you really enjoy doing. I do think generally people who sort of, like, enjoy and are interested in the process of learning are usually enjoy and are interested in the process of like, teaching stuff as well. I think because it can also go, like, it can be quite helpful with that. If you're not doing it, like, cynically or whatever, you know, you're actually, like, interested in doing it, I think it can help you go back and forth. Yeah, reinforce your own learning. Yeah, that's the kind of point I'm trying to get across, Sonny. But I think also in just, like, in, like, a bigger, in, like, a larger sense as well, I think it can reinforce how you like, how you approach learning. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, you know, just, like, you know, I know the whole thing of just, like, oh, if you, like, you know, teach algebra to someone, it's going to help reinforce your algebra. Like, I do think that, like, if you're actually thinking about how am I passing on information and how am I actually, like, getting people to, like, retain and practice and, like, recall information and stuff like that, like, that helps you with, like, every sort of, like, knowledge acquisition, you know? So I think when you approach stuff like that, I think it can be super useful for you, like, personally. I mean, I think there's a lot of ways that you can, and a lot of circumstances that can result in somebody not enjoying what they're doing. But I think, Groper. I think sometimes people fall into a situation where they're teaching a thing just as a way to be, like, associated with their topic or whatever, and they don't really enjoy all that other stuff. You know what I mean? They don't really enjoy the teaching aspect or whatever. Yeah, exactly, Matt. I mean, it's good to be learning stuff all the time. I think there's loads of interest. There's just, like, so many things that are interesting to know about and, like, explore. I was with a graphic designer, like a sort of, like, graphic designer photographer for a lot of yesterday. And they were, like, showing me, like, a lot of their work and, like, a lot of other stuff and things like that, and it was really super interesting. I learned quite a lot. Come on, Golden Bass, man. Come on, Golden Bass. Where are you? Is it Mike Bass? Is he one of... Was that NSYNC? Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Landspass, aren't I? I'm thinking of Landspass. Yeah, thank you, Fireball. Yeah, you installed in your pickups. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. Get some more of these. Sell some more of these. I'm gonna open some of this crap I got. Got some chests, I think. No, I got one chest. Okay. A salmon tank top. Well, yippee. Well, yip-yip-ee. Perfect. Yeah, you're to if you're like doing a fretboard and stuff like that, Matt. It's very easy to do wrong, and it takes a lot of filing. It takes a lot of filing. It takes a lot of shaping. You get these. You get these like these rulers. You have these like special types of rulers which you press against the fretboard. Well, you press against the neck and the fretting, and you want to get those like. You want to get that sort of like clamped down, and you're looking at it like perpendicularly. And you want to get to this point where there's actually like no light shining through, and kind of just keep filing and reshaping until you get it. And if you go too far, you've messed it up. It's tricky. It's tricky. That's not something I would say. That's not something you can really like teach yourself. To be honest, like that's something where there's a lot of places that do it, where they call them like a like tuning workshops or stuff like that, where you can learn all those skills and stuff like that. But to kind of try that on your own, even just kind of instructionally, like even if you got some like really good resources and stuff like that, it'd be really challenging, and you actually need quite a few resources to do it. You need quite a few resources to do it. Unless you were getting like serious about like restoring guitars and stuff like that, that's really something where it's better to just like pay somebody to do it, you know. But if you're getting yourself in a position where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get a lot of guitars, I'm gonna restore them and stuff like that. Yeah, of course, swapping strings and installing new pickups and stuff like that. It's totally something people can do, and I think it's good for people to do those kind of things themselves as well, for sure. But when you start looking at things to do with like the neck of the guitar and the fretboard and stuff like that, that makes or breaks. Not even. I mean, the sound and the action of your guitar, but beyond that, it makes or breaks if it even frickin' works. Or if you're gonna have some like slight lip on it and it just catches down, it's like. But still, it's something very, very cool and very, very interesting to learn. But I would say for most people, it's not. Unless, as I said, you're going to be somebody who's, you know, you're restoring multiple guitars a year, and you're getting old guitars, and you're working on the action of the fretboard, and you're, you know, reselling them and things like that. Unless you're doing something like that, it wouldn't. It's not really worth the time and the investment to learn how to do that. But stuff like changing pickups and stuff like that, totally worth it. Fireheart, hello again. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The you get each of the because you've kind of got like these almost like standardized neck shape like placements and stuff like that from like Fender and Gibson or whatever. Like they all have like these rulers, like these like metal rulers that they put out that you lay against them to get the alignment. But yeah, like obviously you can get like these uh, sort of like pre-made necks, and then after that you're just going to be doing like filing and adjustment and stuff like that to get like a nice action on it and not have it sound really cheap. But if you're actually making like a neck and fretting it like from zero, that is 90% of the time of making the entire guitar is just going to be that. You might be surprised, Matt, if you started looking into it. If you started looking into like guitar adjustments and stuff like that, you might be surprised. There might be somebody closer than you think. At least I know how to change pickups and strings. That's a good start. That honestly, Matt, that's all you need to know. That's really all you need to know. Anything else would be for if you're like working on something very specific, or you've got something that's like in very bad condition and has the potential to be a lot better if it got restored. I have been, dude, Fireheart. I have been in these situations before, where loads of my things are like broken in different ways, and it's all held together by it's all held together by connecting things and trying to get things to work. I have been in these situations before, Fireheart. I know, I know, I know. But I'm always like that though. If I can make my things work without having to like completely replace them or whatever, I always try to do the same. Golden bass, let me catch you. You're getting You're getting nostalgia. The nostalgia is hitting. See if we can get some nice fish on the go. Let's see if we can get our golden bass. 4 quattro. A walleye. Will you look at that? Will you look at that? The nostalgia critic, yes. Yeah, Fireheart, I also need to get my sleeping a little bit on track. My little bit out of whack at the moment. Slightly out of whack. But we will fix it. Jim will fix it. Well, not Jim will fix it. It's very problematic. But you know what I mean. You should have been in wax, you can't get out of whack. maybe. I generally like to be in whack, inhabiting the whack. Come on, man, give me my freaking golden bass, man. Bluegill. More like Poogill. Yeah, I do think though, like, that crazy fish I caught, the Heliopteran or whatever it is. I'm just thinking, like, how the hell am I gonna get all the variations of that? It feels very improbable. Feels very, very improbable. The one I got, I think, was like radiant. I think. It's only got a chest. Always good to get a chest. I hope it was good loot. He got the kitten title. Big win. Big moment. Big moment. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Huh. Meowdy, greetings and salutations. Hello. Okay. I guess. Plonk. Hopefully we get the goods. I want fish. I wanna get some fish. Please. Porfy. Bang. Bang. The microscopic cane salmon. I wonder what the different fish taste like. You know, like if you had like a radiant fish or an opulent fish or whatever, I wonder what that would kind of what effect that would have on the flavor profile. You know what I'm saying? On the flavor profile. Come on, you. Hee. The largemouth bass. Water time! Where did I put my open thing? Over here. Oh no. There we go. Hee. I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna trust the process. Bang. Bang. A sturgeon? Scottish National Party leader Nicola Sturgeon? I don't know. I'm probably talking about... I don't think... She won't be the leader anymore. What's Nicola Sturgeon up these days? Former First Minister of Scotland. Yeah, but what's she doing now? What's she doing now? Retired? Retired in 2023? Overseeing the scrapping of prescription charges during the 2009 swine flu pandemic. Remember swine flu? Bird flu. That was a thing as well, wasn't it? Foot and mouth disease. Just gonna name various pandemics. Pandemic tier list. In 2020, May 2025, she announced she would stand down as she's about to retire now as a member of Scottish Parliament. This is a series in a this is an article in a series about Nicola Sturgeon. This is now the Scottish Politics Hour. Get comfy. Sewer Triple, thank you for following.
Sewer Triple is now following.
Dude, there's some crazy... What is this? Have you guys heard this news about this this Spanish virus? Have you guys heard the news about this? It's like a whole situation like in Spain at the moment. Hantavirus. Hantavirus. So there's some sort of like cruise line or something, and they've got like the breakout of something called of hantavirus on it. Let me find some details, man. But basically, like the whole thing is it's on some cruise ship, which I guess is meant to dock in the Canary Islands here in Spain. And like in the Canary Islands, the politicians are like, yeah, but like don't let it come dock here, whatever. But I think they're letting it. Classifiers first identified in the Hantan River in Korea. Mice and rodents often carry the hantavirus. Humans can contract the disease when they come into contact with infected rodents on their saliva, urine, or droppings. Symptoms. Because I think 3 people have died or something on the boat. Like, I think it gets, like, quite intense. So it's like a whole thing at the moment. So they've got this cruise ship sort of, by Spain wanting to dock here, and it's like a whole thing. It's like it's obviously it's huge news here, but it's like a national thing. It did, yeah, it did. Yeah, during swine flu, like pork like dramatically fell in price. Yeah, it did. Yeah, they don't update this game anything or anymore, Swordmaster, unfortunately. Oh, Fireball's here. Hello. Yeah, feel free to join. Feel free to join. Yeah. I don't think... I don't think it will, Avian. But I agree. I do agree. Huge drum! Oh, hello, Fireball. Hello. Dude, Fireball's got a good character. I've said this a lot of times. I prefer how the cat looks. I think the shape of the cat and I think the look of the cat is very cool. I like the cat model a lot more. And I'm not anti-cat. I think cats are very cool. And I like playing as cats in video games. but I'm very pro dog, you know. So I'm not gonna switch it up, and I'm not gonna be the cat. And maybe that is me choosing suffering, you know. Maybe I should switch it up, but it's not gonna happen. Birds and cats, yes. Quite. 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 El gato con botas, exactly. Swordmaster, welcome on in. A soda can is from me. Yeah, it's just not gonna. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen, Fireball. But I can appreciate. I can appreciate other people's cats when they come in and just be very excited by them. And can be thrilled. Can be freaking thrilled. The juice that makes you small, the tiny drink, the teeny tiny drink that makes you small. Oh, the drink that makes you big, and then makes you small. Wait, you're up to something. You're up to something over there. You're up to something. A large axolotl. Bang. Ah, there's Zani. Good. I was like, I've lost track of Zani. And I was always right there. Something's fishy. Something is fishy, man. Enjoy the chest. Thank you for showing it to me. Enjoy the chesticles. Zani there? Yeah, always has been. Yeah, just always has been. Just right over there. Right over there. Free of the tutorial prison. Okay, I didn't realize you were in the tutorial prison. Get your butt out of the tutorial prison. I was talking. We were talking quite a lot of You missed the tutorial world. We were talking a lot about Spain the other day. You know, just like a lot of the things which are here, like the trains and stuff. The trains are very unpopular in Spain, but I think they're great. I think they're really, really good. I think they got like a really, really bad rap. And I understand why. I understand why they do. But I think we've got like really good like trains here and healthcare and all this kind of thing. And yeah, I was saying that Spain's got a really bad tutorial world. Like when you get to Spain, the tutorial is like is very poopy, and to like register for different systems, whether it's like banking or phones or healthcare or, you know, travel, just like everything's like really, really bad. But the gameplay's peak. Once you get through the Spain tutorial, and you're in the main gameplay loop, excellent. 10 out of 10. What region would be the best tutorial zone of Spain? I don't know. Maybe if they put you like in like. Maybe if they put you in like somewhere like Castilla y Leon or something like that, it could kind of be like the start of Cyberpunk, because you'd be in like a slightly more sort of like rural and traditional part of Spain, but you'd see Madrid in the distance, so you can like do your tutorial there, like in the start of Cyberpunk, when you're just like in those like that town, like out in the desert, and then you travel into the city. Like I feel you could do something like that, or I feel you could do it in like Murcia, and then you travel into like Sevilla or like somewhere in like Andalusia or somewhere, and you like you travel into like this bigger this bigger area. Hey Canary, hope you're doing good, dude. Hello. I like the tutorial in Cyberpunk. I thought the tutorial in Cyberpunk was good. You meet dude, what's he called? I love him, Jackie, right? You meet Jackie. The final boss area of Spain. The final boss area of Spain. That's interesting. I think it would be depending on how you like, how you sort of like built your character and how you like classed yourself, right? Because is it you end up like doing like the cosmopolitan thing, and we have a here in Madrid we have these things called like the Four Towers, where they're honestly really out of place in the Madrid skyline, and I personally don't like them because they're so much taller than like every other building in Madrid, but they're in like the north of the city, in kind of like a sort of like a financial district basically, and we've got these like four towers here, which are like, they're mainly owned by like the big like financial services companies, like KPMG and like P&G and like all those places and stuff like that. But they kind of look exactly like the Shinra Tower from Final Fantasy VII. And if you know that kind of like Final Fantasy VII like key art of like the like cover art, where it's like the tower and like Cloud like facing it with like the Buster sword. A lot of people do photos outside of that tower to like, and it looks like the Final Fantasy VII. It's funny. The little crow. Yeah, I like the little birds are fun. The little seagull guys as well. Flew away. The little leaves that fall down from the trees. Cute. Pretty cute. But yeah, the raiding the towers maybe. I'm surprised. I don't. Nobody's done a. Well, not that I know of. Oh God! Please. This could be it. This actually could be it. This has the potential. Yes. Yes. No. I mean, thanks, but not what I'm looking for. Wait, is that new? That might have been new. That might have actually been new. I'll check in a second. Little flies that surround the trash can. There are a lot of nice. I think it would be, yeah. I think if you removed enough of those things, the world would feel a lot more dead here. I think there's like just enough stuff that like I think there's a really good balance of stuff here to make this world feel like quite like fun and alive and whatever. Just enough life. Yeah. But like, and not distracting as well. Not distracting. Because they're like subtle little things as well. I imagine it's very easy to put a bunch of stuff like that on the screen, and it just kind of becomes distracting and messy and too much. Which I think would probably, like, I think that would remove quite a lot. Dulum? I'm generally I generally a big fan of this. I mean, I think I've played like 40 hours of this game at this point or something. Which I know in the grand scheme of being a sweaty video game player is rookie numbers. But dude, I still think it's quite a lot. I find it very entertaining. I find it very comforting. Comfort character. I like the concept of comfort characters. Ramon. Yeah, no, exactly, Zani. It's very sort of like wind down, therapeutic. However you want to describe it. Blonk. Give me my golden bass, por favor. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Dulum? I will get it. I will locate it. It will be fished. There is a fish out there waiting to be caught by me. I'm telling you. I'm freaking telling you. I know it. Facts and figures, man. Balloon. The radiant small Atlantic salmon. Give me it, please. Dum, da, dum, da, dum. Here we go. Zani on the bridge, Zani on the bridge. Grumble, grumble. No, no. Okay, oh, did I switch over bait? When did I switch over bait? Does auto do that when you run out? My seawater is very lacking. My seawater is big time lacking. My seawater is majorly lacking. I just want to try and... I want to fill out these normals. I want to get this one little fishy. And then I'm gonna transition to be a seawater fish. Seawater fishing. Yeah, it does. It auto switch. Yeah, I think that's what must have happened, but I didn't. I wasn't accounting for it. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, good to. It's always good just to have a little sit in web fishing. Nothing wrong with a web sit. Nothing wrong with a web sit. Back to the crickets. Back to the crickets. Yippee. A treasure chest is for me? Whoa. That fish was ready to bite. Yeah, it normally does that, Zani. It normally does that. I think maybe if you spam it. No. Right. I think. Right. Theory. I think if you're using your best type of bait, it tells you don't have any. But I think because that's what was always happening for me. But now I'm using one of the much lower tiers of bait. I think it automatically changed me to like a higher tier. So I think it might inform you if you've ran out of the. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong. But right there, I was using crickets, and I'd unknowingly switched back to gilded worms. Yeah, I think that might be what it is. Possibly. Possiblemente. Because I've just been using crickets because I'm trying to get a normal fish. A fish that be normal. So it might be that. That might be an explanation. But to be fair, I wasn't paying super attention to it. Just kind of snuck up on me. Snuck up on butt. Here we go. I would just simply adore. Love and adore. The specific fish I'm looking for. Pretty sure this is saying like 3% chance though or something. I don't know, man. I feel I'm playing below odds. Below the odds. Doo-doo. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Rev is on Brawlhalla. I've heard a lot of people who enjoy that. I've never tried it out. I've never tried it out myself. Pew. Oh, dude, I saw this game the other day, and it gave me like web fishing vibes. It gave me like web fishing vibes. It was like a similar sort of hobby world like this, with like, you know, you could make a room and play with a bunch of people. Let's go see where Zani is. Except it was like bird photography. Like, so similar sort of thing of like, you know, fill up your... I don't know if you can hear my neighbor right now. Birds flying away. It was similar sort of thing of, you know, collecting whatever. But it was like bird photography. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. It looked kind of cute. Near where you park off burns. Okay, I think I know of where you speak. I can see you. I can see you, but I can't hear you. I am trapped behind glass. Wow. So can I just go in it? Oh. So we can fish in it. Oh, you got in. Oh, enter. Sorry. Oh. Is this like a thing? Is that just like something that can happen, I guess? Like, can they just spawn? No, I've never seen like a naturally occurring one, I guess. I've never actually seen like something naturally occurring like that. Very interesting. You've seen a whole spawn on a flat gas scenario left in the map. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know about that. Interesting. Okay, I might have to change up my strategy if I'm in the void. In the void. Oh, to be fair, this ups my stats, like my chances a lot, I believe. Oh yeah, true that. True that. Facts and figures. I may. Maybe let me have a look. I think I do. I think I got some swag. Let me check. Whoopsie. What am I doing? Wait a sec. Oh, no. Can I get them here? I can't remember the button. Ah, here we go. Haha. Pointy. Yeah, shove some crap in here. Yeah. Get some crap in here. There we go. Now we're playing with fire. Now we're getting things going. Things are happening. The buddies are here. The buddies are fishing. Got that void on the go. Now we just hope. I wonder if it can rain in here. Void Warframe reference. Dude, someone was talking about I thought someone was talking about Warframe the other day because it sounded very much like Warframe. They were talking about like Fortuna, and it turned out they were talking about Fortuna from Star Fox, from the Lilat system. Oh my god, got things mixed up. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Yippee. Yeah, I might warm it up. No, we're not gonna. We're gonna cricket it up. We're gonna get the normal. We're gonna commit to the plan. We're gonna commit to the plan. Okay, keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. We have a plan. We have a clear plan. We're gonna stick with it. And that is that. Arctic salmon, clownfish. Got all the clownfish now. Okie dokie. The dirgfish, the diggity dirgfish. The eel. The flounder. Yeah, it was on the 3DS game. It was on the 3DS game. The Star Fox, not 3DS game, DS game, sorry. Star Fox Command. It's got like a bunch of endings, which are like weird, which are really, really weird, because a lot of them, a non-zero amount of them, is like Star Fox, Fox McCloud. Fox McCloud's girlfriend, like, breaking up with him and then being really sad. It's, like, it's really strange. It's really, really strange. Because it's, like, I'm pretty sure, like, multiple of the endings is, like, oh, like, she just, like, leaves him to, like, have a kid with the, you know, the panther from Star Wolf, and it's like, alright, okay. Yeah, it's like, that's what I mean, it's just like, it's really odd, because like, I'm pretty sure it's like, there's like, maybe like 5 or 6 endings or something, and like multiple of them focus on that. It's really weird. It's really, really odd. But yeah, that's on the game on the DS. Which is, people don't like Star Fox Command, but I think Star Fox Command's pretty fun. I think Star Fox Command's a pretty neat game. Dude, I have more of these than I thought. I have a lot more of these than I thought. Got all the stingray. Who knew? Who knew? And what's that? The whale. Holy guacamole. Yeah, dude, I got a lot more of these than I thought. A lot more of these than I thought. I thought I had something cast. I must have been just getting those from the bucket. I think I've been getting a lot of those from the bucket. Yeah, the Star Fox Command's pretty cool, because you use like the DS screen, like the touch screen, sorry, to like plot out routes for your for like your team, for like the Star Fox team. So you have this kind of like strategy game where you're like putting them in directions, and you're sending them on different paths on the bottom of the screen on the map. And then if they end up like getting intercepted by like enemies or interact with things, it goes into like regular Star Fox gameplay, and you like do the confrontation stuff. Yeah, you just kind of inherited one. Dude, Mario Kart DS is really good. It's really, really high quality. And you can do, like, you can play the whole game. Like, you can play any track on the game with just, like, local multiplayer. Like, with the download play thing. It was really neat. Yeah, maybe I clicked some things on it. I was just chucking it out there because I was on cricket, and then I noticed like, oh, I'm back on that. Do. Plonk. I don't know if you could do 8-player as well. I think you could do a lot of players. I think you could do a lot of players on that Mario Kart DS, because I remember that, because like, even when just like 1 or 2 of us had the game, I just remember doing like big multiplayer races with like a bunch of people with the download play thing, which was really cool. Which was really, really cool. You could just hop on with a bunch of people and start zipping around. The only thing they didn't get is they didn't get character selection. So if you didn't own the game, you couldn't pick your character. You were just like a shy guy. But it was actually the only way to be shy guy. And shy guys are pretty cool, in my opinion. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, alright, alright. We got things on the go here. It's telling me I got a 5% chance, but it doesn't feel like a 5% chance. Feels a lot lower. But hey ho. Way hey ho. You can they've brought that back on the Switch too. Fireball. They've brought that back on the Switch too, which is very fun. So you can like I've done it with like a few games. I did it with like Donkey Kong. Do like the Donkey Kong co-op. So you could do like 2-player on Donkey Kong, and you can do it on Pokepier as well. So you can have other people join your island and just like run around and build things with you. But it's different on the, because on the DS you were downloading. You were downloading like a temporary file or whatever to the DS. That was like a download thing. On the Switch, it's like the Switch 2. It's like a streaming thing. So the Switch 2 is doing everything, and then the other Switches you can connect to it, because they can be Switch 1s. They don't have to be Switch 2s. The other Switches you connect to it are basically like being a they're just streaming. It's basically they're like the Wii U gamepad. I'm hoping they put that new feature on the new Splatoon, because I would enjoy that. If you could do the download play thing on the Splatoon, I'd be pretty pleased about that. I think they will. But no guarantees in life. Alright. Come on, golden bass. So it can. Alright. I'm definitely filling in entries from. You got it? Did you freaking get it? Is that the golden bass? I'm looking for the normal one. That's where I'm struggling. I'm just trying to find a normal. I don't want like a super dupery one. I'm just trying to get the normal. That's why I'm slumming it with the crickets. The crickets. Yeah, it's crazy you still haven't got that golden mana ray. I guess they're probably like equivalent rarity, aren't they, right? Like one's for the seawater and one's for the freshwater. But it's good to see a golden bass. No, they're out there. I've managed to get it in the 2-star and the 4-star and the 5-star. But just not in the blue, whatever the blue one was, right? I got 3 out of 5. I got 3 out of 5 for the bass. I've done a lot more freshwater fishing. Like I've played a lot more game at the lake than I have the pier. All that glistens is gold. The crikeys. Oh crikey. glistens as gold. You get some bait. Actually, how do we leave? Do we just walk far away? Probably, right? Like, yeah, this place ain't infinite, is it? Right. The lounge chair's pretty good. Oh, that's just a goldfish, damn. Yeah, I definitely want golden bass. Get that fella. Not you, I want you. I want you. Yeah, Zanya's been looking pretty comfy. What if golden goldfish would be crazy? Ooh, it's raining. Yeah, I'll do some rain. So it's always worth to do the rain. Let me just check on my rain combo. Cricket attractive. Okay. Cricket attractive. Cricket attractive. Cricket attractive. Cool. Bang. Ooh. Let's see, someone get something neat here. Dude, there was this really cool, like, Korean American artist at Ebercon. And they made, like, quite a few things which were, you know, like, specialized as well. You know, like, they made, like, a bunch of, like, Spain-themed stuff. I thought it was really cool, like, the artwork and stuff. But I think they're doing 30 conventions. I think they were selling at 30 conventions this year. That's a lot. That is a lot. What's your opinion on playing platform fighters such as Super Smash Bros., Brawlhalla, Rivals of Aether? We were talking about Rivals of Aether at the start of the stream. And then we were talking about Brawlhalla because it popped up on my screen you were playing Brawlhalla. The reason we were talking about Rivals of Aether is because I was playing at the Furry convention. They had like a Rivals room. So I was playing quite a bit of Rivals of Aether. And Avian was also saying they like Rivals of Aether. I've played loads of Smash Bros. Because I like Nintendo stuff. You know, I've played loads and loads and loads of Smash Bros. In my day. I've never touched Brawlhalla. So I don't have an opinion on it because I never played it. But yeah, I was actually playing some Ether over the weekend at the convention. Furry. Hop, skip, and a jump. It's still there, right? Like, does it despawn? Oh, it's gone. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's how that works. They had both. Honestly, I was mainly playing 2. Because I'd never played 2. But you don't like 2. I'm not a fan. Yeah, it's free to play, isn't it? Do characters get like discontinued or something? Like I saw at the moment like it was like Star Wars, and I think like you know, it's been like other things and stuff as well. Like I've seen the promotions. Like when those events are over, like can you still get those characters, or do they disappear into the void? Like I'm not sure how it works. You know what I mean? Like getting characters or whatever. But yeah, dude, this guy was saying I think he's going to like 30 cons this year or something to like vend at, and I was like, dude, that must be so freaking. It's a lot of traveling. There's a lot of costs implicated there, you know? I don't know. Still monetize heavily. Okay, gotcha. And it's kind of what I was expecting, you know, if it's like a free-to-play thing, I was expecting that. Many such cases. They're skins of... Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense that they're skins of pre-existing characters. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because making entirely new characters in fighting games is like... that takes a lot of work. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I switched back against them. I don't want to be using that. I want to be using crickets. I'm using frickin' crickets. Jiminy crickets. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. But you can get every character by... Yeah. Yeah, it's quite often like that with, like, you know, free-to-play games. It's like, you can get the characters, it's just going to probably take you quite a bit of time. Honestly, I'm not really, like, a huge cosmetic guy. I can just sort of, like, switch that part of my brain off. You know, like, skins and stuff like that. I can usually just, like, be like, whatever. And... Because honestly, like, in something like Fortnite, like, I do like all the skins and stuff, but I have as much fun just, like, bumping into them. Like, encountering them in the game and on the maps, you know what I mean? Then, like, oh, I have to own it. Or something like that. I luckily do not have that kind of addiction, which is what they want. Which is what they want from me. Grab this. A tiny perch. Tiny perch. I want to see, is there anything like... Hey, there's the Zani. There be the ears. There be the big ears. Is there anything, like, to care about to buy? Yeah, because these are what I'm going for. Once I have the means. And, like, these, I'm not... Dude, I'm just, like, kind of slowly getting these through the chests, I guess. It's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. It's all big ears. You feel... I just noticed that notification. You feel warm once again. Because I escaped the void. Ba-da-da-da. Okay. A bluegill. One of your bodies caught something.
Alti Chain is now following.
Alti Chain. Thank you for following. What number are we on? When do I have to mess up my sleeping pattern again? 856. Okay. It's like when have I got to jank up my sleeping pattern again? When have I got to do that? There's still time. Give me a golden bass, please. Do 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 do. We just fishing away. We out here fishing, Tony. Fishing and wishing and fishing and bishing. Yeah, I am still like, I'm looking at all these different fish though, and it's like, there's still a lot to get. I've got 81% of all the different types of fish. 81% completion rate right now. If I've tallied these correctly, I might have slightly more. Let's have a look at the misc. The miscellaneous. I have slightly more, maybe a percent or two more. Rainbow trout. Bone. Oh, dude, I'm trying to. All right. Boom. Old boot. Oh, I've got a lot more old boots than I thought. A lot more old boots than I thought. There's silver inserts $45 just from the silver it's made of. They also let me have it just for the price of the raw materials because she was an apprentice at the time and not proud of her artwork. If I'm in a position to invest like this again, I want goldfish or goldine sculpted by an amateur out of gold. Yeah, that would be very fun. That would be very, very fun. To actually have like some sort of like beautiful little asset like that. Oh, I got all the branches. Hello there. The small crab. I saw the hat and I saw the antlers coming in. I was like, is this Riley? Look who we got here. Diamond. How am I doing for diamond? Just one diamond. Okay, the drink rings. I got all of them apart from the normal. Okay. Plastic baggie. I just don't have the alpha. Soda can. Okay. The weed. The iconic weed. And yeah. I think. Oh. Let's grab. Come on, golden bass. Please and thank you. Whoa, that's a big one. That's a large one. That is large and in charge. And then this thing here. Wow. No, some bloody dude. When that goldfish comes in, I'm always like, "Oh my god, it's freaking here!" And it's not. It's not the golden It's not the golden boss. Okay, and then this thing here, the horseshoe crab. Okay, I'm on 83%. Okay, as I thought, maybe 1 or 2% more. I got 83% of the fish. Day going good. 2 goldfish back to back. Come on, bro. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Playstyle 1 character with a bow is the same as another character with a bow, but one might be slower and have more attack or be tankier. Okay, gotcha. Right. Still kind of like, yeah. So it's a bit like the kind of like Smash Echo Fighters idea. Of where there's kind of like a base of one character and they modify it in some ways. I see. I do be seeing. No! The instant sickness? Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a sensation. I feel a little bit under the weather, but I think it's just tiredness. I don't think it's anything more than that. I mean, we'll see. I just don't think it is. But I hope you're well. Small crappy. Glistening. Opulent large herring. Zonny's over there adding the details to the ears. Adding the ears to the details. Completed the Radiant, man. The Radiant might be the one to hunt, like, the one I'm gonna fill first. Dude, it's the diamond, like, crazy hard to get. I've not been encountering the diamonds. Diamond might be that might be a thing. Yay. Chest, Ickles. Plonk. Plonk, oh plonk, oh plonk. Dum. Yeah, I wonder how many crazy focals have actually dared to dream about filling the Fishipedia. Been brave enough to dream such heights can be achieved. Oh. Should have been going to those buckets. Should have been checking those bouquets. Boom. We got over here. Glistening large walleye. Glistening large walleye. The Atlantic salmon. Dude, I would like to eat some salmon. I think there's never a day I wouldn't be happy to eat some salmon. Salmon do be freaking good. No. The Soulmon. Dude, I want to watch Rashomon. You know the Kurosawa movie? I kind of want to watch some old school samurai stuff. Just the Mon got me there. You did something last night that might be a horror story for Rax? Oh no. In what sense? In what sense? Last Samurai. Good stuff. Whoa. Pay attention, Rex. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. The plastic bag. Oh, did you did you let it go bad? Did you let the salmon go bad? Was the salmon wasted? I hope it was not wasted. I'd be very sad if the salmon never got to fulfill its destiny of being eaten. Of being eaten and aided. Ba-da-ba-ba. Tiny bull shark? What are you doing in the frickin' river, bro? What the hell are you doing in the river? Crazy guy. Oh yeah, that sucks, man. You got drunk, cooked in the salmon, and yeah, like that's the time to just eat calories. You know, like there are things to be enjoyed in certain situations. For real, no, for real, for real, for real. Yeah, I'm quite specific with stuff like that. Where it's like, especially with something like, if it's something that's high quality, or if it's something that's like really unhealthy, if it's something that's like really high quality or it's something really unhealthy, so in like, in each sense there's like a loss, right? If it's something very, unhealthy, I'm taking some sort of, damage to my body, right? And if it's something really high quality, it's something I don't get all the time, right? So if it's either of those things, I only want to have them during like a situation, a circumstance where I can really enjoy them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, I would be really upset. Yeah. You had something like nice and special and you've just like gorged it as calories. Yes, yeah, that would be a horror story for me. You're correct. You are correct. The salmon just gone. Didn't even touch the sides, just straight down the mouth. Yeah, like a bear. Rampaging. It's a good word, rampage. Bloom. Thank you for the chest. Plonk. The iconic web fishing salmon. Yeah, I think Zani has completed their masterpiece. Very cute. Looking very astute. Looking very astute. Looking very polite. You know that meme where it's like, can we have pets in the apartment? And it's like no, and it sends a picture. It's like I will make an exception because they look very polite. It reminds me of that. The Canadian guy from Punch Out Wee, in between rounds, he sometimes mumbles about fish. And I think he mentioned salmon. His name's Tree Hugger. Is he part of the loony left? Dude, Punch Out Wee, man. Punch Out is like the I know for a lot of people it's F-Zero. I know for a lot of people it's Star Fox. That like Nintendo Direct announcement game that would make people go freaking nuts. For me, it would be Punch Out. If they showed up with a new Punch Out, I'd be like, ah. I like this a lot, Sonny. You try to fish on your face? It's not possible. It's impossible. It's improbable. Very cute. Looking very polite, very astute. All looking good. There will be another Punch Out at some point, but it's very good. I think it's in like top 10. I mean, there's so many Wii games. There are so many Wii games. But if I like a gut instinct, I really feel it would be in top 10. I really feel it would be up there. Because I think there's like other stuff that like I would stuff that's also like really good. I would put below it because like you can get like that, it's one of those games like like I think like Zelda Twilight Princess or something. It's like okay, there's like a bajillion, like it's a good game. It's like a bajillion of them. If you want to brush up on stereotypes, Punch Out Wee's good for stereotypes. teach you your stereotypes. Catch you later. Yeah, I will have it on the list. I'm definitely interested, Rav. It's just about like when I get to these things, But I'd definitely be interested. Because as I said, I do like those like platform fighters. I think they're fun. I do think platform fighters are fun. A huge leech. A huge bloody leech. Oh my days. Yeah, the intro stuff's so good as well. A huge crab? Yeah, like I'm trying to think what I'd put that. Like obviously like Super Mario Galaxy because it's kind of like it's sort of one of the best games ever made. I'd have to have that up there. I think I would have to have probably Donkey Kong Country Returns would be pretty high. Punch Out. Honestly, Punch Out's probably like top 5. It's actually probably like top 5 Wii games. I think I'd put it crazy high. Wii Sports naturally would be crazy high. There is like a lot of good stuff that they made on the Wii. The WarioWare Wii game is really wonderful. That's really fun. Wii Sports Resort is peak. Wii Sports Resort is very good. It's very, very, very good. That is super, super, super fun. Yeah, I think Punch Out Wii like it'd be like top 5. Might even be like top 3 for me. It's very good. It's very, very good. Yeah, for sure. I mean, for that Avian, I think it's all like, you know, they want to kind of like spread that stuff out. They want to kind of bleed those out at like a drip. It's I think it's like a matter of time. I think it is like a it's like they do have a lot of like first party stuff though, so it's like I mean, because that's where Nintendo shines, isn't it? So they can eventually drop these things out when they decide. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of really good things, which still really hold up, which are still just like really fun to play, because it was never about like the like Nintendo gave up the graphics arms race a very long time ago, you know, for better or for worse, and so it's like it was never about any of that. So like those games are still like exactly the same amount of fun now as they were then, like exactly the same amount of fun. Zani, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sharing us more of your artistic prowess in the world of pixel art. Have yourself a good sleep. We will be dropping off soon ourselves, because I am also a little bit sleepy. Yeah, well, yes and no, because I would argue that like I don't think they were trying to be like a graphical, but like I know it was like the GameCube did not run as well as the Xbox ran so well. Huge clownfish, that's not what I want. The Xbox ran so well in like that generation, Gen 6 or whatever it is, if we're playing all that crap. But yeah, I will check in on Tomodachi. We'll do Tomodachi. We'll check the news. We'll go the night market. The night market. We shall. Oops. Oopsie daisy. My controller disconnected for no reason. Oh, that's why. Well, maybe that's a sign to stop playing the game. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, one more fish. One more fish, and I'll check on Tumaduchi. Rex is stressing out because of the Wii being old, and Rex arguments start talking about the GameCube. Dude, I was saying the other day, because you know how like they, there's no they, but there were people who, consider like the 360 PS3 to be retro. Which like you can make that argument because it's 20 years ago, right? Like Xbox 360 is like 2006, no? 2006, King Kong the game? Or is it 2005? Is Xbox 360 2005? It might be 2005, no? When they released that thing? When the hell they released that thing? It might be October 2005, no? Yep, November 2005. Yeah, okay. November 2005. Right. So, I mean, like, it's 20 years old. You know? Like, we were calling, NES, and we were calling stuff like that retro. After, 15 years, I feel. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who say Xbox 360, PS3 is retro, meaning that Grand Theft Auto 5 and Persona 5 are retro games. You know the retro game, Grand Theft Auto 5, from the retro Xbox 360 system? You know? Do you like playing retro games like Persona 5 and GTA V? Okay, let's turn on the thingy. Yeah, see, that's why I said King Kong the game. Because I put King Kong in my head, and I was like, because that was like a launch title, I'm pretty sure. And it was pretty impressive. King Kong the game was like pretty impressive at the time. It was like a launch title, and I can usually remember when movies come out. I think it's strange to call it retro because the leap between Xbox 360 now feels a lot less significant than the jump from SNES to Xbox 360. Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. And like for me, it's like the fact that they still have like HDMI ports in, like it's HDMI and USB. Do you know what I mean? It's like the same crap. It like plugs into your like when like with Super Nintendo or Mega Drive, you had like RF cables. I know you could get like the SCART and stuff and things like that, but you were like plugging it in through like your TV tuner. Most of us were doing that TV tuner, and then even SCART now is like pretty outdated. So it's like the fact they got like they're like HDMI and USB. It feels like current technology. You know, dated, sure. TV tuna, yeah, TV tuna. Yummy. King Kong movie from Proxan is lost media in your memory. Lost media in your memory! King Kong video game was a special part of my brain for being the first video game demoed on a demo disc that I couldn't play. Oh! So it was kind of lost media then as well. You couldn't access it. Restricted media. You found King Kong media. Okay, let's turn on the thing. Turn on the device. Switch it up. Let's get it started, yeah. Let's get it started in here. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna kill that guy. Love an explosion of racks. Is there enough racks to go around? Tomodachi living the dream, not just any dream, the dream. Cool. That's loud. Okay. Bang, bang. Alright, let's see what these freaks are up to. Let's see what these freaks are doing. It's Peter Jackson's King Kong. Peter Jackson's King Kong. And Peter Jackson's King Kong, the video game. I will have you know. The news. Trues. Oh, I made this. I was showing a Fursuit Tomodachi Live, and I didn't do anything because I didn't want to do any interactions with characters that weren't that people couldn't see. So I didn't actually interact with any characters. I gave some people some food and stuff like that, but I didn't do any of their problems because I wanted to, you know, I want to put that stuff on the stream so people can see what happens. But I made this egg, the Rex egg, and I just put it over there. So that's a thing. That's a thing.
Hello, and welcome to the evening edition of News.
Hello.
Today, a
What's up,
fast-moving
Alex?
story about Chatlin's public transit system.
We have one?
It seems that a local bus stop has simply forgotten how to stop. This,
Oh
of
dear.
course, makes it difficult for commuters. Not to mention the bus itself. As a result, local residents who have been running to try to catch the bus have found themselves simply arriving at their destination, admittedly a bit sweatier for the wear.
Oh,
I
well,
just wanted to ride
get
the
where they're
bus.
going.
Now I'm being forced to exercise, one resident gasped. I want to hate it, but I do feel amazing, they grumbled while logging their stats into a running app. We asked residents for their reactions. I've got to tell someone about this.
I was just talking about this with someone.
Thanks for watching.
Alright.
I'm Alex, and this has been the 6 o'clock news.
I've only experienced one of those alarms once in my life, Avian. I've only experienced it once in my life. I can't remember why, but it was here in Spain. I never experienced it in the UK. And it shocked the hell out of me. It shocked the hell out of me. Lasagna! Yes, please. I feel if I got like 2 in stock of everything, and we're kind of good to go. You know what I mean? Give me the lasagna.
Thank you very
John.
much.
This game's dope. You start naming a cylinder of a home for a calendar. How much customization you could get for a building in this game? A lot. Right. I don't know if we're going to be able to see them all here. But see, you can customize, like, you can draw clothing, you can draw items, you can even draw tiling for the floor, you can draw interiors, you can draw different exteriors. They give you different shapes. Now, I haven't bought all those things yet, right? But just for example, like this egg that I chucked down. Let's go here. So I can make all these random shapes, right? And I can make these different house shapes. So you can see, like, you could make, like, this shape. Like, you could make, like, a pyramid house or a conical house or whatever. And then you could make various things about these shapes that kind of, like, surround it. So, like, honestly, you're given, like, enough kind of, like, basic tools to put anything together. Well, no, yeah, that's the thing, Fireball, is you can make multiple ones, and you can scale them. So you can put a bunch of them together to make something, like, yeah, something more significant. And like, the food here, right? You can just, like, have a blank base and just draw whatever you want as a food item, then give you a plate or a bowl or a box, and you can, like, add things on. So you can do a lot. You can do a lot. I just have my A and my B button mixed up a little bit there. So when you think about, like, all those different things you can make,
Good to see
so, like,
you.
everything in this environment
been a
you could
while.
customize, because you've made the guy. You could make the clothes. You could draw this room they're in. You could draw the shape of the house. You can do loads and loads of stuff. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, so you can draw wallpapers, you can draw, like, the tiling for the floor. There's just, like, there's a lot of stuff that you can kind of, like, stack together. Yeah, the cute Zonny. Give him the graceful. Feels appropriate. And then if you think about also, like, all the, like, the text you can add to the day,
I feel like I got
the game,
one step closer to my
like
true
adding in all
self.
the text and adding in
Cheers.
all the language and the lingo, It's like you can really like
I want
a
to
lot
try
can be
living
done.
with techno. Cheers.
I mean, you can try, but like you have a home. No, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no
You
because
think?
there's already 3
Well,
people living
I guess
here,
I'll
and
give
you're
it up for
living.
now.
No, it's like
Cheers.
she's in a house with. It's just gonna be It's just gonna be messy. It's just gonna be freaking messy. We're not doing that. Not right now. Have some sushi.
That's too much for me right now.
Oh.
Cheers.
Fair enough. I'll give you a little sweet treat. Have this macaron.
Yum.
Yum indeed. Like the eating's fun. Oh, I didn't realize the little napkin at the end. You like that? Do you like that more than salami or a veggie burger? Alright, let's prioritize who's in chat here today. Avian is bored and wants some company. Okay, well, let's take Avian to Matt. Boing. Oh, they're playing a torch game. Is amused. Is amused. Can I put them in a bit more of a... There we go.
How delightful to run into you, Matt.
Very polite.
Hi, Avian. Cake like purple.
Sharing lore... Well, you literally just did. You literally did just share lore about the, about the Rex cake.
Was the Graham Cavill Rex cake with them?
There probably is a jean
Nice
jacket in the
talking
game,
to
but
you.
yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
If it's not there, you can make it. You can make it. So that's, you'll be able to see, like, online, like, crazy levels of, like, customization and stuff that people have. Because, yeah, you can just keep building things. The Lonely Earbud. Flower Sandals. The Modern Triangle Set. Thank you, Val.
Thanks a bunch. Be sure to stop by again tomorrow.
Oh, Ariel, you're here. Let's go check on Ariel. Oh, I didn't realize the shutting up that happens there. So let's check on Ariel. Has some sort of problem.
Oh, Divine One.
Eat. What you want?
I'd love to have something that comes with rice.
Sushi. Actually, we do have literally curry with rice.
Yum.
Maybe that's the move. Maybe that's the move. Might make the top 3. Perfect. Yeah, big XP for moments like that. Big XP for something like that. Okay. Rex has some sort of... Rex is gonna propose, I think.
I'm not even sure what this feeling is.
Yeah, wants to marry. It's escalating,
I
dude.
want to propose to Nerdbird. Do you think that's a good idea?
Try it. Do it.
In that case, I'll summon all my courage and ask for his hand in marriage. The thing is, my heart is racing and my head is full of distractions. Any chance you can come with me and help me focus?
Sure. Can you repeat that? No, sure.
Okay. Then it's time to go see Avian.
This is dramatic.
Hey dude, so, thanks for meeting me here.
No, we need from
Of
Fireball. We
course.
need from Fireball.
So,
Whoa. Okay. Not the Rex cake. Oh. Okay.
I actually have something really important that I wanted to talk about.
Oh. What is it?
The thumb.
Well, here goes.
Oh shit. No, not the sausage rolls. Alex, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Ariel, what are you doing? Ariel, get out of here. The big Ariel?
The thing is, Nerd Bird, I can't stop thinking about you. You're everything to me.
Aw. It makes me happy to hear that.
Do we do run through it?
Here it is. I'm just going to say it, Nerd Bird.
Just like real life. Fish hook. Whoa, little guys. Oh shit, okay. Oh, if you kill the big one, does it kill the little ones? Egret, what's your issue? Arisu, get out of here. Arisu, get out of here. Disco Blues. Disco Stew. Kylie? Oh no. Oh shit. We did it. Cognitive behavioral therapy.
Will you marry me? Squawk.
The double proposal.
Of
Of
course.
course. Squawk.
Oh, clap. Clap, 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 clap. Clap, clap. Big clap. I'm still clapping. Does the wedding happen now, or does it get
It's
scheduled?
happening. And we couldn't have done it without you, big dog.
How's this happen?
Thank you. We're so excited for our wedding.
Oh no, time's right now. Who's gonna be singing? Oh, it's Val. This is a beautiful ceremony. Yeah, it's like lol, 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 lol. How does this disrupt everybody's living arrangements?
Hanging out in Seoul's Bukchon Hanok village. It's like stepping into the past.
Say cheese.
Whoa! Bro falling over.
Quite the view from Victoria Harbor in Hong Kong.
Say cheese.
Okay, I didn't mess that one up. Where's this?
This spot on Jeju Island is
Oh,
known
okay.
as Sunrise Peak, but I can't wake up that early.
Say cheese.
I can. I'm a morning character. Yes, save them to my Switch system, please.
That was so much fun. We got you a souvenir.
What you got me? The Celadon porcelain tea set.
Now that we're back, I guess the next step is to grow old
The
together.
next step's just to age. Married for one day. It implies that,
I guess we should start living together.
I guess.
Where should we live?
I'm gonna create a new house. Is it, what's the move here? I'll go in Avian's house. Can I just go in your
In
house?
Bird's home. Makes sense to me.
Oh, sorry.
Should we bring along anyone I've been living with?
I think I can choose a different house.
Where should we live?
Let's get a new house.
In a whole new house. I'll get my hard hat.
Brutus.
We bring along
Brutus.
someone we've been living with.
Brutus _
No,
boys
no
now
one.
following.
Don't choose anyone. Rex and Co?
Brutus _
Yeah, this
cheers
might need
X1.
domain expansion.
Doggy 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 doggy.
Yeah, we're gonna need some domain expansion over here.
Doggy 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 doggy
I'm gonna put it here.
doggy.
I'm gonna connect it to the land. I'm sure we'll have a great time living in this house.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing to do except
Say,
age.
do you have any ideas for what to call our household? If you have a good name for us, I'd love to hear it.
Thank you for dropping in the...
Brutus _ cheered
Sounds
X1.
like doggy,
Bark,
doggy,
bark,
doggy,
bark,
doggy,
bark,
dog.
bark, 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 bark,
Thank you for
bark,
cheering a
bark,
bitty.
bark, bark, bark.
Stopping by with an itty bitty. What should we call this? There's gotta be some sort of like you know, some sort of like dog bird pun or connection. We need to fit some doggy stuff in here. The birds and the dogs. I got one. They're stranded. They're not going to be stranded. We're going to connect them. We're going to connect them. We're gonna connect them in. Like Sam Porter
Bark
Bridges.
and Beak. They'll be known as Bark and Beak. Then we shall be henceforth known as Bark and Beak. Thanks for the excellent idea.
No problem. Good night,
I hope
Spencer.
you'll
Hope you have a
keep
good
checking in on us, the members of Bark and Beak.
have a good evening. Ooh, big time level up. I'm glad that it provided happiness. That would have been upsetting. if it did not even provide happiness.
I speak with a loud voice. I speak.
Have karate. Enjoy. Do, do, do.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
Okay, we need to connect this to the mainland. That do be kinda imperative. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. No, I want to put that like there, maybe. Okay, and then I want to go back. Yeah, I could make a giant Rex head. That would be kind of fun. A giant Rex head house. Whoops. There we go. Good enough. Good enough, good enough, good enough. Oh, whoops, 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 whoops. Cool. Ayo! Stop hiccuping.
little lower.
I didn't realize I could
A little
charge this
higher.
up.
Amazing.
Problem solved.
You saved me from my hiccups.
No
Thanks.
stress. No stress. No stress. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Yay. Yippee. Yippee yay. It's like the stock that stopped the hiccuping. I want this. I want the wind turbines, man. But yeah, I'll buy some more. Maybe I'll get the house exterior. Start making some goofy ass houses. You know. Angel, send over your ref, and we will add you in. We'll get you in on the island. With all the little peoples. Everyone's here. I'll bring them together. Oh, there's Yobi. Yobi was at the convention. Yobi just went online. If you Discord would be the best place. I've got like a Tomodachi channel, and like you'll kind of see how the other people have done it. Yeah, Telegram's good as well. Telegram's also good because ideally you can give like the because every character, I'll show you. I mean, you probably already know, right? But like every character has like stats.
Ahoy hoy, Divine One.
Does it show them here? I don't know if it shows them here actually. But yeah, when you're making them, you like put in stuff about like their personality or stuff. And so when you drop the OC, you'll see like how other people have done it. And like what details can be put in. Oh, if you think you go to edit me. That makes sense.
Ahoy hoy, Divine One.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, like when we're making them, we add in all these details here about like their personality and their, like their preferences, and it affects how they like hang out on the island and like what they do and all that kind of thing. Which is fun! I'll see what new clothes are there to buy. Oh, now we can buy the wedding stuff. Okay. Big if true. Gnome costume, please. That's fun. The safety vest. Dude, that's kind of cool. Like the egg sushi set. Oh my god, yeah. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Yeah, the biker jacket is pretty tough, right? I'm getting different colors too. Yeah, I don't know if it was like on like the stats screen here or something. Yeah, there's 9,814 things in the game. And then you can make stuff on top of that. Like there's 8,000 pieces of clothing. Which is kind of crazy, right? It's like 460 pieces of food. And then on top of that, you can just be like making your own crap. So there's like, there's a lot of stuff in this. There's a lot of stuff in this. But yeah, I want to do my little check-in. Dude, big one, we got a freaking wedding. First wedding on the island. Holy moly. Holy guacamole. But yeah, I do want to get more people on. I want Fireball on, man. And Angels, you drop yours over as well. Because we want people on. See what silly adventures everyone gets up to. There's a lot of cute stuff, isn't there, Ariel? I think it's cute. It's cool. You just keep on checking in every day, and they're adding in more and more stuff. I dig. Yeah, we're gonna be living this game for quite a while. To be honest. Yeah, the people are demanding. We the people, we require it.
Tomorrow I've got a few drawings to do. So we've got a techno drawing, an Aki drawing, a matte drawing. We've got a few drawings on the queue, so we'll start rocking through some of our drawings. Does everyone call you Divine One, or can you get your own custom name for what they call you? You can get your own custom name, exactly. Yeah, it takes time. Like, they need to, like Fireball needs to, like, create a relationship with, like, with me, with Divine One. But, like, after, like, as it progresses, like, they'll ask these things, like, oh, is there, like, other ways I can identify you? Is there other ways I can identify myself? Like, what do we both have in common? So it, like, creates all those little links. You also got time to do live, so you're probably going to enjoy it too. Nice. Nice. Yeah, dude, enjoy it. To be fair, Avian, if there are, like... if there's, like, a lot of, like, human characters that you want to, like, put on your island, like, I don't know if you'd want to put on, like, you know, Persona characters, or, you know, or not Persona, you don't care about Persona, if you want to put on, like, Yakuza characters, or stuff like that, there's websites that show you, like, you know, like, really good combinations of just, like, the standard, like, inbuilt me stuff. So if there is stuff like that, I would recommend checking out some of those things to either, like, directly copy or just give you inspiration or whatever. One friend's super artistic and making amazing me's. So I can barely scribble a bit of fluff, I feel quite deficient. I get you. I do get you. I think those tools, though, like, you definitely, like, get used to them and start to see the tricks of, like, oh, I can copy that, I can flip that, and, you know, kind of, like, add those shapes together. And to be fair, if you do make, like, a me, and it's, like, it's really low quality, and you start making more and more and you get better at it, you can go back and edit the old ones, you know? But there's a load of get stuff you can do in the game without, you know, drawing or anything like that, you know? But yeah, we are going to be doing a bunch of iPad drawing tomorrow. That is true. That is true. We're going to be doing a bunch of art fight drawing tomorrow, which is going to be fun. And yes, lots of other Rex the doggy things over the next few days. So we're going to be back as normal. Back as normal now. As usual, thank you for I'll have to send you my I'll have to send you my easy to share Nintendo friend code. I'll have to send you my friend code, my 25-digit Nintendo friend code, or however you do it. I can't remember. But yes. We'll be back for more regular Rexy stuff. I can take off that vacation thing. Bye. Your Amigo code. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Let me just check that out real quick. Thank you. Did you put it to Telegram? Or did you put it to Discord? Because I can't find you. Where did you put that, Angels? Because I can't see it. I'm not able to locate it. Or are you doing, like, making the post now? Oh, it's still sending. Okay, cool. Wunderbar. Well, thank you again, people. Thank you for hanging out. We're going to be doing these things over the next few days and doing our little Tomodachi check-ins as well. We'll get Angels added in once we get all those deets over. But thank you again, you lovely people. And yeah, we will catch you later. If somebody's got a raid suggestion, do tell me.
I'm gonna start looking down the list, see if there's anything of note. But we always happily take session. Yeah, it is just the one Telegram chat. Yeah, Fireball. There's not like a secret Telegram that you're not in. It's the one. It is the one and only. Okay, I've got a fun place we can go. I got a fun spot. Blue Bird Breeze is also Tomodachi, and the preview, the stream preview, looks pretty fun. It looks pretty fun. Looks pretty fun. So they're adding a bunch of. It looks like they've got a pretty well established island at the moment of goofiness. We'll catch you later, people. Thank you for hanging out. Angel, I've got it. Excelente. Perfect. Oh, that's super helpful. You've even got your me. That's super freaking helpful. That is super helpful. Awesome. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Toodaloo. Bye.